Welcome! Let's talk a little bit about guns. And more importantly, guns in Bloodborne PvP and how those annoy the fuck out of everyone. Some of you might know this already, but since one of my all-time favorite games, Arcanum, got released on 2001, I've been a sucker for those flintlock style pistols and muskets. Something about them is just so cool to me. Back in the days, I actually made a video of what I would like to see in Souls games that will probably never happen. And guess what? One of the things on that list was actually these old flintlock guns being a weapon type. So imagine my excitement when Bloodborne got announced and I saw that there are going to be guns exactly like that in the game. Needless to say, guns didn't quite work how I imagined in PvP. The way guns work at the moment for PvP is that those allow parry spamming from afar that in worst cases also deals considerable amount of damage. Gun spamming player is also safe from harm for doing so, because punishing blatant gun spam is risky and hard to do, because should you try to attack your opponent at the wrong time, you'll get parried. And well, usually that means that the match is over. Wooden plank shield can guard you from the damage of some guns, but for example, Evelyn can still do considerable amount of damage even through the shield. If all of this isn't already enough, there's also Bone Marrow Ash, an item that you can apply to the guns to raise the damage of your next shot sky high. I've been hit for 800 damage by a single shot of Bone Marrow Ash to Evelyn. That is absolutely unacceptable. Something with that low risk should not be able to deal that much damage. So, there was my whining about the subject. Let me offer some suggestions for how From Software could actually improve the PvP experience when it comes to the guns. There's a couple of different things they could do to balance out the guns. Reload time. They could lengthen the reload time of guns so you couldn't spam them as effectively. One of the bosses in the game, Father Gascoigne, actually has reloading animation on his gun, and I would love to see this apply to players as well. I know what you're thinking, but if there would be reload time, what would happen if you managed to actually parry your opponent when you're stuck to the reload animation when you should riposte them? Well, here's the catch. If you would actually land a successful parry, the reload time would reset. This would give the players time to riposte after successful parry and would support learning the actual timings for parrying, instead of trying to shoot mindlessly in order to lock one out. They could also make it so that you could still move around while the reload animation is still going on. You just can't shoot until the reload animation ends. Overheating system. This would be another idea for balancing out the spam. The way it would work is that if you shoot too many bullets in a short period of time, your gun would overheat and get jammed for a certain amount of time. So spamming your gun would be more risky. There could even be a visual overheating bar to indicate when you should take a break from shooting for a bit. Also, they should definitely nerf Bone Marrow Ash. It's just too ridiculous for PvP and PvE at the moment. If they do not nerf the damage boost, at least make it consume double the amount of bullets for the next shot you make after the Bone Marrow Ash is applied to the weapon. None of these ideas would have great impact on PvE side of things, because, well, no one spams guns in PvE. I would also be interested in hearing your opinion of guns in Bloodborne PvP. And what do you think about these couple of ideas I presented here? I will leave you with something Masaki Yamagiwa had to say about guns being added to Bloodborne in an interview on PlayStationLifestyle.com prior to the release. Let's make it so.